Hey, some friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm Symptomistic, like optimistic, but make it Sims. And I'm here with a create a Sim video, which I haven't done in a little while, so I'm happy to post these. I post these mostly as I have time to do. My focus is LPs, but whenever I create a new Sim for these LPs, I tend to record them so you have them. So this Sim is part of a Rich Legacy LP that I'm working on, which is the second generation of my Rags to Riches challenge, and it's essentially about two young women who moved to Del Sol Valley. One wants to pursue acting, and the other is just kind of along for the ride and here to have some fun, but they're young and they're figuring themselves out, and they both come from money already. So this character was created because in order to do that LP, I needed to kind of judge up the save file a little bit. I needed to create some characters that fit in with this generation and who they might interact with in Del Sol Valley. Now, I don't have a full storyline on what this guy will be like, how he'll be connected to them, but I will say that he does meet Billy and Kenya, who are the stars of the LP, at a party. I don't know what'll happen after that because I haven't recorded that far. But let me just give you background on him in particular and what his life is like. His name is Corey Wilkes, and he has moved to Del Sol Valley to pursue screenwriting. He's always been a pretty decent writer, and he's from, I don't know what sim world he's from, but I think of this as a person who's kind of from like a Midwestern city, like maybe not even necessarily a Midwestern city, but just like a smaller city. Like, so maybe he's from Pittsburgh or maybe he's from Milwaukee. I'm not really sure, something like that. You guys can leave in the comments what his vibe is, but he's kind of from one of those places. And so he does have some concerns moving to Del Sol Valley because he does kind of consider himself an intellect. He thinks he's cool. Like, he doesn't consider himself like a nerdy person or anything like that. Like, he thinks, he's cool. He got some swag about him, but he does fashion himself as an intellect. And he is not really into the idea of becoming a very superficial person. That's kind of how he thinks of Del Sol Valley. That's kind of the stereotype he has. But, he does write stories and he does want to make a great living from doing that. So he's out here to figure out if that's right for him. Maybe it's not, but we'll see. I also kind of wanted to show that he's from probably a colder climate in some kind of way. So he has clothes. He doesn't have a lot of like summer clothes, and maybe he'll pick those up, but his clothes are more like winter. He always likes his hats. He comes from a place that has much cooler weather, and that's just his style, his comfort. He's not always necessarily comfortable showing off his bald head or anything like that. So I wanted his style to reflect that. And I wanted his style to also be comfortable, but look, like he is somewhat professional, somewhat professionally minded. Like, he is a guy that, he works at coffee shops, and he currently has an apartment in downtown Del Sol Valley where he lives with a few other Sims that I've created. One who is Malik Good, who is an up-and-coming rapper, which I can link that create a Sim. If it's not already in the description, I can post one of those little cards so you can see it. But yeah, he lives with a few other Sims who are, they have a decent amount of money, but they're still like, they're kind of on the cusp of their careers, if that's a good way to look at it. So they're fancy enough to live in downtown Del Sol Valley, but they haven't quite hit their big break. And so that's something that they all have in common, even though they may go about it very differently. His traits are kind of pretty much what you would expect from a screenwriter. So he is creative, he is into books because, this is kind of sometimes how he finds his inspiration. That's how he, I think before you are a writer, you are a reader. So that's kind of how he got into writing. He considers himself an intellectual, as I already said, and he gets up early. I think that's probably because he's on like East Coast or Central Time or whatever city he's from. So he tends to get up earlier than everyone else in Delta Valley, and he likes that. Like, he likes that, you know, he kind of has the city to himself for a little while. Maybe he'll go into a coffee shop and kind of relax just a little bit. So that is his first outfit and his traits. So I usually hate formal outfits. That is like usually my least favorite outfit to do on The Sims. I think especially male Sims, because I don't feel like I have a lot of options. But I think for him, this is kind of really where I found his style, messing with the hats. And I think I just kind of found his look here the most, and that kind of helps me build out the other some outfits that I do. So I will say he's definitely into hats, and he, you know, he's not afraid of color, but you know, he is kind of a more subdued person, but he does play a lot with his eyewear and things like that. So this was really fun because it helped me find his style. Then we lead into active wear, which you know, he is not an athletic person. He's just not into it. I think he tries to work out because, you know, doctors say you need to exercise. So, you know, you might catch him like walking around, or, you know, he might occasionally go to a gym with a friend, but, you know, this is not his favorite area. He's rather watch sports than play sports. Then we get into pajamas, which, you know, there's not that much to say about his pajamas. Just, you know, he just chills in his pajamas. He probably chills in his pajamas longer than some other people. Like, he might come home and get in his pajamas right away. He seems like that kind of guy. And I guess it's a good time to ask you all about these Creative Sim videos, because I know sometimes I do them super sped up and sometimes I don't, because I want you to see the items. I want you to be able to like Google them and just have them at your fingertips. But that means I cut some of my search out. So just let me know what you prefer. Do you prefer like when the video moves super fast, or slow down a little bit with things cut out? Let me know in the comments. Now, this is my favorite outfit of his. This is his party outfit, and I'm not gonna lie, it took me a really long time to get to this outfit just because I could not figure out. I feel like he's not really the guy that likes to party very much. That's just not, you know, he's a little uncomfortable with all the small talk, all the interacting with new people. It just makes him a little, you know, he has a little social anxiety, just a smidge of it. But this is a respect the drip situation, because even if that's not his type of vibe, he is going to dress well when it's a party situation or a situation where, you know, people kind of put on their best clothes. He is not going to be the person that is underdressed in this situation, and he is going to show his personal style a little bit because it'll be easy. You know, it's easier to let the clothes speak than for him to like find the words with new people. So I put him in this purple, which was fun because I feel like I don't usually have male Sims dress in purple, so that was nice. And personally, purple is my favorite color. I don't know if you all know that, but I love purple, particularly like a royal purple or a violet or a deep purple. So it was really cool to put him in this outfit, and it just came together. Like, it looked like something he would wear, like he would have this button up in his closet anyway, but putting it all together. And then we got to give him the hat, the right hat for this look, because that, you know, that's his style. So I was really glad with how this came out. Difficult finding a purple hat. This made me want more hats in games, but you know, I feel like there's only so many hats, so I figured it out eventually. Oh, I forgot to tell you about his aspiration. So for his aspiration, I picked the good life, which I feel like this is a sim who is balanced. Like, he enjoys work, he's passionate about it, but he does not think work is all there is to life. You know, he does want to have new experiences. And it's weird. It's like a weird combo. I guess this is how people are, but like, you know, he is a little shy, reserved, but that doesn't mean he's opposed to having a good time or anything like that. So I just wanted his aspiration to be like balanced and, you know, work play balance, just overall, you know, equilibrium. And so we are on to swimwear, which swimming is also something he doesn't really care about. You know, he didn't grow up around beaches, he didn't grow up around pools or any of that stuff. So, you know, he could take swimming, you know, take it or leave it. And then for his summer look, I really love these glasses that I gave him. These are CC. I think that's probably obvious, but they are CC. And you know, he just wants to look cool and like he's chilling. I feel like the glasses, you know, sometimes I do it the other way. The clothes set the tone, but I think for this outfit, the glasses kind of set the tone. And then I gave him these like earth earth tones. So yeah, this really fit him well. And then we will soon move on to the winter outfit, which I also love. It's in game. Even the hat might be in game. The whole outfit might be in game, maybe except the glasses. Yeah, the glasses aren't in game, and you'll see that all soon. But I still feel like I need more winter outfits. I can never have enough winter outfits, or just because I feel like okay, I'm gonna be honest. I feel like so many of these winter outfits are trash. Like, don't wear that. So I feel like that's why I need more winter outfits. But this snowy escape outfit is just like one of my favorite outfits in the game. Just the fit looks so good. Like, I feel like the different colors fit different styles, and yeah, it really came together nicely with the hat. And this video is pretty much over. I cannot believe it went so quickly, but I will slow down the outfits and show all of them at the end so you can see them. And if you like this Creative Sim videos, I have a whole playlist full of Creative Sim videos. And if you just like the way I tell stories, the way I kind of make these Sims, then I would suggest that you watch my LPs, because my LPs have even more storytelling. So if I feel like if you enjoy this, you would just enjoy my LPs, even if it's something you put on in the background and, you know, clean, do homework, work, whatever you do in your time. I'm Symptomistic, like optimistic, but make it Sims. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Talk to you all later.